On? I'm on. And come on. Yes! We're on. Live. On air. On a Wednesday morning. Good morning. Why isn't that more exciting? Why isn't Wednesday morning? Why is Wednesday morning so boring? Does anyone ever care about how Wednesday feels about that? You stuck it in the middle of the week and declared it boring? What if Woden wanted to be the exciting day of the week, like Friday? No? Instead he's hump day. Well, I suppose. Woden might not mind being assigned hump day, because he gets to hump. So I went into my island city, my favorite world. This is definitely, hands down, my #1 favorite world. It's new enough that it's not completely broken, and old enough that it's been around for a while. I've done a lot of building. I'm very rich in that world. That's the world in which I've got tools that never break. They've all got mending on them, and they've got all the top enchantments. And I promise you, I have never gone into creative mode to make it easier. It's all good for, you can learn achievements in it. So anyway, what I did in this very old world with a whole lot of maps is I took the furthest nether portal away from home I could. Then I turned my face away from spawn and headed out even farther, as far as I could. And I just kept going until I found bees, pretty much. And it wasn't as far as I'd expected it to be. I found bees sooner than I thought I would, and brought them back. I have a silk touch axe in that world, so bringing them back was as easy as waiting until the bees were in the nest and with me. I did not get the achievement for transporting a nest with 3 live bees in it. There is an achievement for that I'm still waiting to get. You have to have 3 bees, not 2, in the nest when you transport it. Then I tried taking all of the nests down and moving them around on the island to try and get that, but the bees had distributed themselves 2 per nest, and not one single nest had 3 bees in it. So, I did not get the enchantment, and eventually I will get it. But, nobody's checking. There's no competition on. You believe we're still waiting for this game to finish loading? In there last night. It's not like it hasn't had a chance to load all the new updates. As of this morning, there's some new stuff. Oh, and it had a message. A warning message that then went completely away. First puff of the day. Each puff, puff, puff. These are boxes I paint. It wasn't lined up properly, so I had to take it out and fix it because I'm like that. I want to have things that are out of order or dirty or disorganized distract me repeatedly. They call my attention. They're like, hey, pay attention, this is out of order. The easiest way to resolve that discomfort is to put them back into order. I'm so sorry I didn't wait until I'd loaded the game before starting this. Oh, here we are. Okay, yeah, see, look at all the bees I've got in this world. And they are adorable. I am in love with having bees flying around everywhere. I've been breeding them, I've been creating them. So the original nest box that I picked up with the silk touch. And then I've been breeding them, and you harvest honeycomb. You take shears up to a full hive, and instead of the bottle, you use the shears, and you harvest the honeycomb. So I've got all these bees, and then I also, and yeah, as they fly over the crops, they are growing the crops. The little particles that drop off their butts act like fertilizer, and you'll see them, and all of these crops are full grown just about. But you'll actually see the little green particles that says growing happens, the same as when you put oatmeal on them. Across the bay here, Remember, I have conduits all over the place. Oh, and another new trick. This pleases me. This is new. Okay? You kill the fish, you get XP. You never had XP with fish, and I thought that was a terrible ripoff. You get it when you fish them. Oops, you don't get them when you fish them underwater the hard way. You should totally be getting XP. And now, you do. Come on. I don't have enough experience to gain the XP. There we go. I also found sometimes the XP drops. Unlike part objects, the XP still doesn't float. It'll actually fall to the bottom of the water. You'll have to go to the floor of the ocean to get it. If you're fishing fast enough and hard enough that you outrun your XP. Ah, see? Outran the XP. See it fall? There, see? I outran it. It couldn't catch me, so... Oop, now I've got it. So yeah, you now get XP for catching fish. There we go. Couldn't get the swim animation going, I think because I was standing on the bottom. Might be that you have to lift off now in order to start swimming. Where's the fish I was after? Where'd he go? Oh my goodness. Okay. Not as much fun as watching paint dry, isn't it? Hang on, I missed it. Up on the surface. Got them all? Yeah? Okay. Let's head on over. Past the second conduit. All my horses escaped from the walled city, and I didn't even realize I had a place from whence they could escape. And I thought, I'll just leave them roaming the grounds then. I went out so bad. I just left them, but they were escaping from over this fence here at the top of this water feature. They're escaping from here because I had that compost bin sitting here. Close enough. Of course, I fixed that now, so that's the end of that, and we don't have to worry about it. All the horses. I started collecting honey and making honey blocks, and you could see that in the distance, way over there behind my cursor. You can see that blue line that goes up, and then there's a little blue spot at the top. Well, anyways, that's a water column with a platform on the at world limit, at the build limit, and then I'm going to build a curtain of 3 honey blocks, 3 columns of honey blocks all the way down, so I can play with the sticky stuff. When you make honey into a block, it takes 4 jars. When you make it into a block, you get a substance that is sticky enough that you can actually write it down sideways. So that's what I'm experimenting there, playing with. Now, the villagers in this city have not died off mysteriously. They have not been able to wander away. There is nothing deadly within reach. And they have not died. So the glitch thing, actually they did. They had been. I noticed recently that the glitch seems to be fixed. Fixed update. Villagers are no longer just wandering off, dying randomly, disappearing without warning. This village itself, at one point, had so many villagers you had trouble moving around. So it did have a great die-off. They also shifted over here quite a bit. So the castle's not full of beds. Well, no. Sometimes I think I should give them room to get in the castle. Set it up so they can go ahead. All I really have to do is change this door here. And then I've got villagers in the castle. Then they get out onto the ramparts, and then things get really stupid. I don't want to do that. Castle's mine. They're not allowed in. Where are the honeybees? There they are. So I also put these in over here on this side. Oh, and this, which was a utility closet, I noticed that villagers seem to be really fond of it. So I shoved a bed in it, and then they stopped going there. Oh, the bees all woke up. Oh, we got that. We got one. Eh? See? Now, in order to, this is how you get the honeycombs. You get 3 honeycombs per hive. 3. Look, I've got honey blocks. So with these 3 honeycombs, you can either make you can either make another hive, or you got to save, or you save them up, and when you've got 4, I think you make a block of honeycomb, which you can then use as a decorative building block. Nothing else. Now what else you can do with it? Alright. Go back, put these 5 blocks up on the block tower. Dolphins to me, dolphins, to me. There we go. Dolphins grace. Betcha by golly. We're off. Now we can swim nice and fast. That noise you're hearing in the background is a discontented parrot. Don't make a parrot shut up. You give a parrot a reason not to scream anymore. You know, you can do something for him. But you don't make shut up. And I can't be bothered to go do something for him, give him something else to do besides scream. So we're going to be listening to the sound of the parrot in the background. I've learned to ignore it, and I'm sorry if it's driving you nuts. I don't know what it's going to be like on the microphone. That is a scaffolding. I put it up so I could get at the bottom of the honey pile. Because you can't reach it from here. But just for fun, I'm gonna ride the water vader up. Whoa! Say what? I want to go up, not down. There we go. This is the honey blocks I'm making. Blocks. Whoa, that didn't work. Alright. Let's go back up. First of all, I'm going to shift things around here. Let's see that there. World billionaire in this world. I'm a very wealthy person in this world. If I could be this successful in life, God. I have no reason to be unhappy whatsoever. Well, I'm sure I could find reasons. I mean, people are good at that, but all the reasons I currently use would be invalid. At this point, I ran out of scaffolding and had to pile other blocks higher. Oh, I think we'll do. Maybe not. Hang on. Reach it. We'll need more blocks. Yes. Okay. 1, 2. Five, and we're out. Am I going to be able to reach the bottom now? Here, yes, and then no. So I'll still need 1 more on there. Alright, let's go. Jump! Whee! Because that was amusing. At this point, it should be long enough to start getting the effect with the honey thing. Where you don't actually fall off the side, you stick to it and fall slowly down the side. Oh, yeah. I had that effect. It'll be more amusing over a longer stretch. Okay. That is the extent of what I was going to show you in this world. Really not much to see. Villagers are definitely doing better than they were. I'll say that much. Far fewer. There were at least a half a dozen villagers on this island before. Now there's half as many. Oh, no, wait, there's 4. Okay. But I don't see where the cartographer went. There was a librarian. Cleric. He's a level cleric? Why are you here, sir? No brewing stand here. What do you got to trade for me? You're like a top level cleric. You're all out. Yeah. All the good stuff, you're all sold out. Without your brewing stand, you're going to stay that way. And who needs glowstone dust? I mean, really, why? So, what am I going to do with glowstone dust? Now, if you want to sell me some blaze powder, we could talk. That I could use. There is. There's 2 villagers here now. These guys spawned naturally in here. They're twits. They have no trades, so that indicates they've never been out of here. And they really can't get in here on their own. I'll let them out. I'm not going to kill them. It used to be my habit to kill villagers who got stuck in the pens because they're useless. These guys are useless. Yeah, we've had a few nitwits show up, so we've got villagers have been breeding. We've got evidence of villager breeding. There used to be a massive crowd of villagers here. I think the problem here is that I built this floor with slabs, and they're all kind of like screwball. As you can see, none of them can level up because they never leave. They never leave where they're standing because of the slabs. So they can't level up, and they can't acquire trades or change trades. And that is something that the game could really stand to fix. Mobs having trouble with half slabs, half blocks, you know? If it doesn't fill the whole block, they get stuck. They can't walk on it, they can't walk around it, they can't walk past it, they get on it, they get stuck. So all kinds of stupid things happen. Want to come and have a drink with me, bud? Come on in, let's have a drink. Come on, let's have some. Dan, yeah, you. We'll have a couple of pints, I guess. And you got some steak? Yeah, we'll have a couple of pints and some steak. You'll bring that out to our table? All right, sounds good. Thanks, man. What? There's no tables. I do like the aquarium. I'll take a seat. The little wait service in this restaurant is just the best. I have waited here upwards of 4 hours and never gotten served, even though he's standing right there. Actually, never been served a drink in here. I mean, I'm the owner and the guy that built the place, and I can't get service. Worst bartender ever. And no wonder this guy's not going in. What's the point? Is there really actually anything else to look at, talk about? I think I put a hive at the farm, so let's go take a look there, and then we'll exit this world and go to a different one. I want to have a look in the power company and see what the boffins in the power company. I kind of thought this would be a really groovy place to put hives, but then I thought, well, yeah, but I'm not going to harvest them. If I put hives there, they're just for looks, and since nobody looks at this place except me, I can only see it when I'm there. I just kind of went, nah. Yeah, I don't have a hive here. I kind of thought, well, you know, the hives are pretty precious, and you kind of want to be there, so ditched that concept. I was going to put hives over here so that as they fly over the garden, they fertilize it. Yeah, it needs to be in the place where I'm doing most of whatever it is that I'm doing when I'm in the game, because it's only active when in the game, when it's in the area. Swimming is a pretty fast way to get around an island, I gotta tell ya. Another diamond level cleric that can't get home. You get home? Buddy. Max level. Ooh. Ooh. There you go. Now you're out. Wait. You sell those too, huh? You also sell these, but you want 6 emeralds piece. Now it's starting to rain. Relatively useless. Probably. But, you know what? I'm going to use that one to play. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Okay then. Safe way down. I can probably hop down to the next level. I don't want to die. Dying could be entertaining, right? Who cares? 42 levels. Who gives a damn? I didn't die! Oh my goodness. I did kind of get stuck here. Parkouring my way around the buildings, across the street, and back again. Get in. Let's walk around the outside and see. It's possible to get inside anywhere. Go into crouch mode. Here. Okay. And down. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die! I'm sure of it. But then, I'm wrong. I'm not gonna die. Look what I can do. Uh-oh. I didn't die! Ow! Feather falling. Feather falling 4. Feather falling 4. Yeah, believe it. Boy, why ever dumb? Let's sleep off the rain and leave. Well, that's the other thing about this one. There's so much going on in the home quarter that it's downright laggy. It has gotten a lot better. They've optimized it, but the thing is, Xbox 10X that's worth saving up your nickels for, and that will solve this problem. The hard part is that it's probably going to be expensive. We're really broke. Our income is the amount of money that Mr. gets paid for the amount of work that he does has not changed 8 years. The people who set his rates for him have been unwilling to raise them for 8 years because the rate that they can give him. Let me just exit this game, start the other one going, and I'll tell you all about AIDS. Working in the trades. Mr. is a flooring installer. He installs carpet, vinyl, tile, laminate flooring. Tile backsplashes, little stuff like that. And he's assigned jobs through a store. The partnership between the store and the installer is a good symbiosis because the installer gets steady work without having to do a lot of sales, and the store has the advantage of offering installation, in-house installation. One of the ways that a store makes their prices competitive by giving you a better deal on the installation than the next guy. So you come in there, you've got a flyer, and you're like, look, Home Depot is selling this flooring for this much. I think you should sell it to me for this much. Well, now the boutique, who does not have the buying power of Home Depot, taking a cut on the flooring, take their deal. So what they do, also give you a cheaper deal on the installation in order to, I don't know, I'm not exactly sure, but installation prices are one of the places where they compete with each other. And what that means is that the installer gets cheated. In order for the businesses to make a profit and compete, the installer gets paid less. And my installer husband has been getting paid the same for the last 8 years. But cost of living has more than doubled in 8 years. Our quality of life has been cut more than half. And We can't keep up. We're no longer keeping up. We are now dodging creditors. Don't know where it's all going to wind up. I'd go get a job if that was an answer. But, you know, that part is a heck of a lot more difficult than employed people realize. And the keeping the job part always been quite outside of my skill set. I can do a lot of things, but keeping a job ain't one of them. What are we doing in a mine? Why are we in here? I must have been mining when I left. This is my underground mine. I think I've been promising to show this to you, actually. Oh, I can't turn down coal. I gotta have me some coal. Oh, I missed my main pickaxe already. Diamond unbreaking, looting, I don't know what all was on it. Oh, man. That's the trouble with the new world. You don't have that. Oh. All of them. Okay. I'm gonna take that coal. Lots of things I can take. Sword, stuff, stuff, lots of stuff, and that's all the stuff. Okay. Do not have an easy route to the top. I may get lost in my way. Right, no feather falling in this world. Here, did you see something? I thought I saw something shining over here and for heaven. What a curious sight. Fortune. Can't gather materials because I don't have any inventory slots. Encourage me to come back here the next time I'm running around mining by giving myself some things to look at here. Also don't have my water boots here in this world. Or iron. Yeah, there's lots of iron up here, eh? Look at all this iron. I want it. I want it. What's this iron? Okay. That's not what we're doing. Just, program. Always follow the torches. They often lead you astray. There's lots of cobblestone around like this, and holes plugged up and stuff. It's a pretty good bet the torches get home. We are. Alrighty then. Our desert is bisected by a pointless ravine. It's fun at all. Let's have an interesting serpentine shape to it. Ah yes, in the double-decker house I built to keep the villagers out of my bed. Work. Another villager. As long as my bed is one more bed, there will be a villager for it, because the game automatically generates the villager for the bed. So okay, let's toss. Wait. That's cool. All right, let's just good. Give me back the wool. Most everything except sleeping can actually be done from outside the door. So unless I want to sleep, this is it. I can just go ahead and do everything from here. Ay. Where are we at? None of this goes. Oh, but plenty of it. As much of it as I can get. Yeah? Okay. We've got organics. Put the wood in here. This is left. Yeah? Okay. Chests in here. Chests all full up. All full. Oh, this is all full. I just don't know. There, that's honeycomb blocks. That's them. They do not turn into anything or do anything. It's just a new block for you to build with. It's just a new creative block for artsy purposes. And it makes sense, you know, why not make honeycomb blocks? Find out what the community will do with them. This is a block of honey. Here, we can step on. That's the sticky honey sound. And you'll notice too, you scroll right down. Oh, they're semi-transparent, which is actually extremely cool. See how you can actually see the back corner of the other two blocks? You would actually be able to look down through it and get a clue. Like if it was plugging a hole in a wall, it gave a clue that there's a cavern on the other side in the game. That would be one of the ways you could use it. It is to help gamers find their way into a secret space. To show them that there's a hidden space, you know, like off behind that wall. I think this trader I've already determined he's got nothing for me. Let's just have us a peek. Yeah, I don't know. Packed ice. Be an interesting game too is to put ice next to honey. Packed ice is the fastest you can go, and the honey is the slowest you can go. Let's see what you get. Okay, so we're still looking for antique chests in which to stuff crap, aren't we? Oh, my honeys. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's where the hives and honeybees are. I'm going to need to do something with that. What do we got for space? We got shears. What do we got for tools? I got no bottles and no shears on me. Please come and use these boxes when those ones are full. Let's find out. Let's just let it fill up. Let's see. But I do have a problem of I have a storage issue. Start building my apartment. Well, let's start with a base of. Where was I going to put that apartment building? I was going to put it here, wasn't I? That's the church. Yep. Okay. Let's begin. Do I have dirt on? No, gravel will do just fine. I don't care. Gravel it is. And you know, if this building wrapped around the church, that would be even bigger and actually really cool. So let's just go ahead and do that. Not quite that far. Two, right? That's not right. Well, let serendipity direct me a little bit. And give this one a bump out here, like a breakfast nook or something. We'll just give it shape. Give it a bit of extra shapeage, which is kind of the whole goal here, is to give it, you know, a non-square shape. You got to bump it out here, you got to bump it out there. You know, breakfast nooks and bay windows and what have you, as a way of making it look more interesting and more attractive as a building. And there goes the pickaxe. I need a new one. And there's a new one. Okay. I'm gonna build an apartment building. Woohoo! All right, let's go trade out some gravel for some cobble and get back to it. That was honey. Got hung up on it. I trip on the honey all the time. It's funny. So funny to trip on honey. So. How well this village is doing. Now remember, when I first arrived here, we had 3 villagers and we lost one. And then I had 2 kids that seemed to vanish, and then before long, I just lost track. Them all. So, and the bees update seems to have fixed the villager problem. It does. I really think it did. In the interests of bump outs, we're also going to include a bump out here. That. All the way. Otherwise, it's not a bump out, it's just an extended wall. I want to put a 2-block distance space between all buildings in the city as like your minimum setback, because it seems to me that that's what it takes for Stan to get through, and not Stan yet. In one world, all my guardians are called Stan, but I don't know why. It's the right name for a guardian, for not a golem. Stan. I often wonder sometimes about Stanley, what was the reason for putting those phonemes together and using it as something you call a child or a person. And you know, Joe. Where did Joe come from? No. You know, names like Little Bear and Dances with Wolves, these are things that are descriptors of the person. These are names you earn in your lifetime. But, you know, this was Grandma's name was Esmeralda, but we didn't want to give her a weird name, so we called her Alda. You know, like that kind of thing. thing you know, you've got, well, we just thought that Britain was a really nice name for a little girl, so we called her Britain. Oh. And Maddox. This is Maddox, Wisconsin, Madison, and Charlottesville. You know, some of the names, I just don't know. And then we've got like Forrest and Hunter, and understand when it's a name that describes a trait or a personality, but well, they're weird. Okay then. The structure begins. The trouble with this bump out is you'll never see it from the inside. You'll only see it from the outside, which means that it's an exterior decoration that can be added later. If added later, time might decide it's a good idea. Fall. My lonely heart calls. Let's throw a torch on the floor. That feels better. Do I build all night or do I go to sleep? Keeping in mind that in order to sleep, I either have to pick someone else's bed or I have to move the wool out of the way. Sleeping up here. Nope. That'll do then. That's another one of the reasons I have homeless villagers at night. They can't sleep in that bed because they don't climb the ladder. Well, now. Okay, let's set the low walls. Do agree. Cobblestone is an ugly building material. You hate it. But it's also the building style in this village at the current time. And so I'm going to stick with it. Now I'll put 2 stairs on and 2 doors on. One door from the apartment building. That's too small for... Yeah, we'll have 1 apartment upstairs. This will be the main lobby, and then upstairs we'll have a single apartment at the end of the hallway on each floor. And this will become balconies on higher floors. Whoops. Yeah, it will. This will have to be balconies. It almost feels too small, this building. Probably isn't. La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la. Are you celebrating Christmas? Anybody out there? It's weird because I don't, and so it's twice as weird that everybody else does. And they act like it's like this, you know, big darn deal. Gotta celebrate that season. But you know, you need to have friends, family, money, religion, or children. You have to have one, minimum one of those things for Christmas to have any point. You have to have friends to come over, or you have to have money to spend to buy presents or go to a restaurant, or, you know, make something be special about the day, which on its own is not. Or children, you can, you know, observe their delight, enjoy it, and all that kind of thing. Without any of those celebrations, is there really any point celebrating a holiday? I mean, you know, how do you celebrate the holidays? I mean, if I had children, I could make popcorn string decorations. I could make little toys. I could fancy up the food for that day so that they've all got nice meals. There are things you can do for children. They don't have to cost you money, but do create a special holiday vibe. A lot of work. Way of showing people that I do indeed celebrate the holiday spirit. I am holiday nature. Oh yes, I'm no Scrooge. I'm no humbug. That's the only reason I can think of. Invitation. Yeah. Celebrating Christmas. About it, I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to have emotional feelings about truth that I'm not having Christmas. Oh no, we're not having Christmas. Whatever will we do if there's no Christmas? Oh, I don't know. Live. If we ever did. As it ever was. There. And the ugly. Can't do it. Asking too much of me. I can't build a 3-story apartment building out of this incredibly ugly block just because that's what the village is made of. I can't. Go into the furnaces. Turned into stone. I also am going to everything from the floor up is going to have to go. Floor can stay. Cobble, I don't mind. Walls, no. As for these strip logs, I'm not sure. I'm just like, they're not making a whole. Have to use some other material. Even polished diorite would do. Polished diorite and granite could do. That is going to require a lot of work. There's mining to be done. Get a better material. No, I am not going to make it out of obsidian. Obsidian's pretty ugly. What I don't have yet is another tool. Haven't done yet is last 10 minutes. Probably sit down. Unless we hear thunder, I can't do anything about this dark gray room. How to keep the housekeeping up. You gotta empty your pockets on a regular basis. Back here. Really? Bummer. Getting this out of here. Ooh, I got him from somewhere. Oh, yeah. The abandoned village I had begun to tear down. Where is my... There we go, flint and steel. Alright, let's build another portal. Ominous high on the hill. Looking the town, scaring everybody. Oh. There's your lightning. I don't care because I'm leaving. We have... Always wonder if one side of this portal is going to be in the air, you know, hanging over lava. Here we are. Well, here we are. Now we don't have silk touch, so we're not going for glowstone. What we've got going on here. Let's have a look. Kind of a fortress in the nearby. Yes. Yes, fortress. Okay. Not for a hole. Don't mark the route back to the portal, I will get lost. Although, fortunately, I do have enough bricks on me for another portal, if I must. Easy way down to it, or do I have to make a way? super easy. What? About 5 more minutes. Never mind right next to the blocks in the nether because lava is just so unpredictable that way. Not so bad you break through the water, but you break through the lava, man, you... Don't want to waste any of that netherrack. Hey, oh, this world now has a nether portal. Oh yeah. Oh look! Blaze spawner. Oh, they've changed the spawner grill. Look at that! That's new. That is so ridiculously cool, the little skull effect. No reason to do anything with that. Well, in theory, this should be the one that I saw from before. Mark it. Can't put 2 torches on one. Alright, so I'm gonna go to this one. Start looking for evidence of treasures. You know, look for treasure. Ooh, I always bring back soul sand and nether work, but in honest fact, what's that good for? You cannot use the brewing stand because you don't have blaze powder. Then what's the use of nether wart? Can't make an awkward potion without blaze powder. Make any potions without blaze powder. It's one of the things in this game that irritates me, that they didn't take that into account for us. Us who play it this way, that need that blaze powder in some fashion to do that side of the game. Kind of groovy to do that building in nether quartz. Laterite does too. There was something. I've never had one that goes down and down and down like this. Oh, I think we want to break through this. Hey. Most of the fortress is over. And our first treasure chest, and we don't have a saddle yet. Yes. The saddle yet? Lots of armor. What you can do with horse armor like that, you know, is you can actually stick it in the oven and nuggets. You'll get 1 nugget per item or rate of return. For in here, and I went all the way down there and I went over there. Another chest. Diamond and more armor. Still no saddle. Lots of armor. Saddles. Oh, I came from there. That's why you mark things. It's that easy to get lost. You get turned around so easily in these things. I think I got a gold sword, yeah. Also good for 1 gold nugget. Ooh-wee. That's like a murder hole or something. We don't like guys, we throw them out there. So that's this entire wing explored. Really, and that entire wing explored, yeah. That's right, that's the groovy balcony I came up on. Why can't I get up there? Yeah. That. What's up with that? What's up there? Hey, what's there? Return. There's a whole other... indoor space, yes? Or... that was not wrong. It gave me access to a different layer. Really wasn't worth it. That was worth doing. Uh-oh. I'll want you to do that. Full sand is not as sticky as honey, but you can feel the difference walking on it. Okay, that's the one with the murder hole drop off that I noticed. Right, that's this whole wing, I think. Handled. I think that includes anywhere I was able to get from here. Long. Ah, more gold swords and armor. I mean, is there really any point in grabbing any of it? I like those. I like to hang on to them. Oh. Looking for a tool that's completely worthless to leave behind, like that. I have no choice. I have got to head back. I'll have to come back and do some exploring later. But my inventory is totally jacked now. I've reached a point where I'm throwing away tools. I have enough tools to be throwing away tools. One wooden hoe is no big deal, but it starts to become a big deal when you're throwing away the only iron pickaxe you've got. So we'll come back and check out some more of this fortress later. There's still quite a lot of it buried away in here. Hidden and buried. So let's go. You guys notice that I managed to get to this fortress without placing or removing any blocks in order to get there. I was able to parkour and walk and anyway. Alright, here we are. Still thunderstorming at home. 70 minutes. When I'm safe home and it's not raining, I'm going to bid you adieu. Adieu. Adieu to you and you and you. When I say the word adieu, I think of a song from a musical.